Clarence Hammond lived for his children. This father and state corrections officer was gunned down more than 4 years ago. Detectives believe they know who's behind this murder, but they need some help so they can bring the killer to justice.
It's just time to do the right thing.
Clarence Hammond Jr. wants to know why his son's killer is walking free, while Clarence and his wife Elgene are trapped in a prison of sorrow.
Have some rough days. Have some rough days.
Clarence Hammond III was a devoted father to his 2 young sons, and Hammond worked hard as a corrections officer in a state prison.
Well, he loved this job, and the people loved him.
Around midnight on January 14, 2012, the 33-year-old returned home to his Madison Heights apartment with his girlfriend. As Hammond and his girlfriend got out of the car, police say the girlfriend saw a man coming towards them.
He wanted them to empty their pockets. He tried to make it look as though it was a robbery, but it wasn't a robbery.
The suspect then fired 1 shot, hitting Hammond in the head, killing him instantly.
There were demands made, yes. However, there was nothing taken.
Is that significant to you?
Yes. I don't believe that there was an intent to rob him. I believe the intent was to kill him.
Madison Heights Police Detective Sergeant Mark Zupik says at first they investigated whether someone wanted Hammond killed because of his job.
He got along very well with co-workers. He got along very well with inmates. He was well respected.
But Detective Zupik says after chasing down every lead, it always comes back to this.
An assassination, and for the purposes of something very personal, for the benefit of getting Clarence Hammond out of their life.
So who would want Hammond dead?
The very first thing that went through my mind is that his ex-wife have had him set up. There was a custody battle for the kids, and she knew that she was about to lose the kids.
Is the ex-wife a suspect?
Yes.
Is she the only suspect?
No. I believe that Tabitha Moore had an active part in this, or the planning of it.
It was no secret Hammond was trying to get full custody of their sons. In court records, he alleged Tabitha Moore was violent with them and with him. They were less than 2 weeks from a key court date when Hammond was killed. The 7 investigators have learned the 34-year-old has a long history of contact with police. Back in 2005, police in Moraine, Ohio, arrested Moore for aggravated menacing after she was accused of nearly running over a co-worker with her car. She later pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct. About a month before the murder, records show Hammond had to call the police, alleging Moore had assaulted him during a visit at their son's doctor's office.
She pushed him. She hit him.
And the doctor actually was going to testify against her.
Moore was later charged with domestic assault and battery, but prosecutors had to drop the case after Hammond was murdered. Police reports also show Moore had been making false allegations against Hammond, accusing him of sexually abusing their sons. Child Protective Services believed Moore was coaching the boys. Hammond volunteered to take a polygraph, which he passed, and he was cleared. Police say when they asked Moore several times to take a lie detector test after Hammond's murder, she refused each time, even though it could have eliminated her as a suspect. Detectives say they need the people who were involved in this murder to come forward, and they need physical evidence like the murder weapon.
Allow this family to get some closure.
Meanwhile, Moore has moved out of state, taking Elgene and Clarence Jr.'s grandsons with her.
It's been 4 years already and we haven't seen them. We haven't talked to them, absolutely no communication at all.
It's like they got 3 for 1. It's like the murder got 3 for 1.
Yeah.
We have reached out several times to Tabitha Moore to hear her side of this story. So far, she has not called us back. If you have any information about this murder, please contact Madison Heights Police at 248-837-2737 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. There is a reward, and we have more details on our website, WXYZ.com.